It was crazy,
Where
not a
were
lot
we?
of people.
Vegas. That's
So
why I don't
2
remember
shots,
it.
sir? Because of the double channel. But no, okay. You look so elegant. How are you?
How are you?
Great.
Go for it.
Congratulations on the film. I think
Thank you.
it's a wonderful, in a way I think it's very metaphorically in terms of the future could be right now. If you own the water, if you own the resources, you own the world.
Yeah, well that's kind of the thing that, you know, going into the film, George would always talk to me about, and kind of in understanding this environment that he created. It's kind of that thing, oil nowadays, or any precious metal or whatever it might be, the companies that own those, that extract them, then kind of take over those parts of the world and pay people off, and it's all quite fickle. And then in this film, yeah, you've got this guy called the Immortan Joe, who's basically controlled the water in a wasteland where it's very difficult to come by. So he's kind of then created this whole kind of little ecosystem where he controls everyone. He's like, there's the beautiful wife characters where those kind of like breeding stock in a way of like, they want to try and create perfect humans, because a lot of people are being born with kind of, you know, my character has tumors and misformed and things like that. So he's trying to breed. They're trying to grow some crops inside, but it's quite an odd pyramid system he's created.
Do you see your character as the epitome of strength?
No, he's quite weak when you meet him in this film. He's at the end of his life. He's very sick. He's got these 2 tumors, as I say, on his neck called Larry and Barry, who I actually got to draw the faces for, which was nice. They gave me some printouts of my makeup tests, and I'd draw faces on them, and then George would be like, okay, these are the ones we want for your look in the film. And then as he's about to go out, he on this last day, the war drums get banged, and he's like, okay, this is maybe my shot to go out in a glorious fashion here. So he hooks himself up to Tom Hardy's character Mad Max, and has kind of like a blood transfusion from him, and then goes out there with the intention of killing himself and being remembered and witnessed to be an immortal warrior of all time. Then there's this kind of transition where he's been brought up to believe all these things from the Immortan and the world he grew up in, and then suddenly he realizes that actually there's a whole other world out there, and other things to believe in that are maybe actually make more sense.
Would you say this has been one of the toughest films that you've participated in terms of landscape? I mean, it looks really rough. It looks post-apocalyptic.
No, I wouldn't say so. I mean,
you had a cool tent with AC or what?
Obviously, it was. Yeah, honestly, I was sitting, you know, in between takes. I had a pina colada and an AC tent, and I was sitting there just shouting at everyone to fan me harder. No, it was you know what? In making films, the tricky thing is when you feel as though you're a little bit scared, or you feel as though it's not quite coming together right, or you feel lost and you don't know what you're doing. The film like this, when you've got an incredible director, amazing cast around you, incredible makeup artist, stunt team, all those things, then it's kind of enjoyable as an actor, because you go, you know what, we've got all the best people in the world here, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna drink it in. The makeup was 2 hours. Had fantastic makeup artist, Elka and Bridie. Yeah, it's a brilliant look, and you know what, it's a long time to spend in a makeup chair before you even get started at work, but at the same time it gives you something to hide behind and embrace as the character, so you kind of have this whole new alter ego once it goes on. And then, yeah, I like it.